for that tour was like 200, and I still think it was in Augsburg, Germany, Rockfabrik Augsburg. It was just, we were like, because after Japan we were huge rock stars, so then from Japan we go to these places where we are not rock stars, so then you get like, well, what's wrong? I mean, why I'm not a rock star here? What's happening? You got this kind of naive idea that, it's the same everywhere. Anyway, then it started to be very obvious that my musical ideas and the vision I had in mind was very different from what Tuomo Lassila and Antti Ikonen had in mind. And there's been a lot of different stories about these things, like how the guys were fired, or if they were fired, or if they left, or whatever they had. I mean, all these things, like how can you fire original member? But the thing is that Tuomo was always more like a progressive guy. He was really into jazz, Pink Floyd, bands like this. He is extremely gifted classical percussionist. He's extremely gifted musician. But his drumming skills were not really where I saw. Put it really straight, I mean, I didn't think he could play the songs I had in mind. And I don't think he liked the direction either, because I sensed already from Fourth Dimension, which was a little bit already clearer definition of a Stratovarius sound, where I was going. When you compare Fourth Dimension to Dream Space, they are very different albums. So I was like thinking about this, like, because I always think, what's the next step, and then, what can I do? And I saw the future after Fourth Dimension, that I really need to push this to the maximum, this band, because I feel we have something. We have a great new singer, we have a great bass player, we have really, we have great songs. I had already composed stuff like Father Time. I think I had composed Season of Change. I had composed many of the songs that ended up on Episode record. So then we were still rehearsing with Tuomo and Antti, the whole band, because we were doing gigs also in Finland and stuff. And I had a hard time to get these guys to rehearsals. And I had to tell them, like, what's the problem, guys? It's like, you don't want to do this anymore? You have to tell me if this is the case, because this band is my whole life, this, I can't play with it, I'm very, very serious about this. And they said, yeah, sorry, we come and stuff. But it was the same, it was never the same. I think they sensed in a way that was it, and they subconsciously, they knew that they have to go. And the way it was that I told them, I fired them for these reasons. It wasn't like a friendly discussion, like, blah blah blah. It can never be, or very, very, very rarely. And so we just we had some fights, and I just told him, you have to go. I can't see you in this band anymore. I'm sorry, but this is the case. I've been playing in this band now. At that point, I had been playing in Stratovarius already like 11 or 12 years. And I was totally responsible for the direction of the music, artistic direction. Actually, I did everything at that time. I was a manager too.